Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're diving into Over the Wire with Bandit CTF. For those of you who don't know, CTF stands for Capture the Flag. Now guys, Over the Wire with Bandit is basically a challenge that teaches Linux and cybersecurity fundamentals through fun Capture the Flag levels. Fun fact, I actually made a Bandit video a long time ago when I was about 13 years old. But today we're doing it properly with step-by-step explanations. We'll be solving levels 0 through 8 in this video, and I'll be breaking down each step so you know exactly what's going on. So let's jump straight in. Here I am on the website guys. OverTheWire.org/wargames/bandit. This is where all the bandit levels live. Let's get started with level 0. So let's start by clicking on level 0. And now we can read the instructions to beat the level. The goal of this level is for you to log into the game using SSH. The host to which you need to connect is bandit.labs.overthewire.org on port 2220. The username is bandit0 and the password is bandit0. Once logged in, go to level 1 page to find out how to beat level 1. So guys, let's first open up our terminal. And now we will need to log into the user bandit0 on the host bandit.labs.overthewire.org on port 2220. So to do this, we can use the SSH command. So we can type SSH, and now we can write the username that we want to log in as. So we can type bandit0, and then we can type the @ symbol to indicate the host that we want to log into. So we can write bandit.labs.overthewire.org. Then we can say -p to indicate the port number. And we can write 2220. And if we press enter, it will ask us for the password. So the password they gave us is bandit0. So we can type bandit0. Then we can press enter to log in. And now you can see that we're logged in now guys. So now we can go on the level 1 page that they gave us. So we can click level 1. And now it says the password for the next level is stored in a file called readme located in the home directory. Use this password to log into Bandit 1 using SSH. Whenever you find a password for a level, use SSH on port 2220 to log into that level and continue the game. So, guys, let's clear the screen. So we can type clear. When we press enter, it will clear the screen. And now let's type ls. So if we type ls, guys, that command will essentially list files within the current directory. And we can see we get the file readme within our current directory. And to read the file, we can use the command cat followed by the name of the file, readme. And now you can see we get the password for the next level. So we'll just copy this password. And now we can go to the next level, which is level 1 to 2. So we can type exit. And now we can go back to the previous SSH command by using the up arrow key on our keyboard. And now we can change the username that we want to log in as to bandit1. So we can press return or enter to log in. And it will ask us for the password that we copied. We'll just paste it in and we'll press enter. And now that we're logged in, guys, let's read the instruction to beat this level. The password for the next level is stored in a file called tac located in the home directory. So let's clear the screen and let's type ls to see the files. So here we have the file dash or tac. Now guys, to read a file that contains dashes, we cannot just type cat dash. It will not work because cat will interpret that dash as an option. Instead, we have to use the dot slash in order to indicate that we want to read from a file from the current directory. So we can type cat dot slash followed by the file name that contains a dash at the front. So we can type tuck, and now you will see that we read the file successfully, and we can copy the password. And now let's log into Bandit Level 2. So we can edit the previous SSH command. We can put Bandit 2 right there. Can press enter. And now we can simply just paste the password in and press enter to log in. And now we are logged in successfully. So let's go on the level 2 page. And now it says the password for the next level is stored in a file called -- spaces in this file name located in the home directory. So let's go back to our terminal. If we type ls, we can see the spaces in this file name. Now remember, whenever you want to read a file name that contains dashes at the front, you need to use the dot slash operator. So we can type cat dot to indicate the current directory that we're in, then a forward slash followed by the file name. So we can write dash dash. And now we can actually hit tab on our keyboard, guys, to autocomplete the file name for us. And if we press enter, you will see that we read the file successfully. And this is the password for the next level. So we'll just copy that. And we can type exit to log out now. Let's clear the screen. And now it's time to log into Bandit 3. And now we can paste in the password. Press enter to log in. Alright, so now we can go to the level 3 page. And it says the password for the next level is stored in a hidden file in the in here directory. So let's type ls, which essentially just lists the files in the current directory. And we can see we have a directory called in here. So to go into that directory, we can type the command cd and then followed by the directory name, which is in here. And now we are in the in here directory. So we can type ls, and we will not see anything because the file is hidden that contains the password. So to list hidden files, we can type ls, and then we can write -al, and it will list all files in the current directory. And you can see a file right here called .hidden from you. So we can type cat now, guys, followed by a dot slash, and then these 3 dots, and then we can hit the tab key to autocomplete the file name, and we can press enter, and you can see we read the file successfully. So we can copy the password, and now we can log into Bandit 4. So we can put Bandit 4 right there, and now we can paste in the password. And now let's clear the screen. So we'll go to the level 4 page now. So it says now the password for the next level is stored in the only human readable file in the in here directory. Tip: if your terminal is messed up, try the reset command. So let's type ls, guys, and now we can see the in here directory. We can type cd in here, can type ls to list the files, and you can see there's many files in here. Now what if we tried to read one of these files? So you can type cat./tuckfile00, and you'll see that all we're getting is just some garbage, some gibberish values, right? That's because those files, some of those files are not readable. So if we type ls again, let's try to find the file that is human readable. So you can see, guys, they give you a list of commands that you could probably use to find or use to solve the level. So we can type the file command, And now we can write a dot slash followed by a asterisk to get the type of each file within the current directory. So we're basically checking the type of everything. And you can see, guys, the different types for each file name. So this contains data. This is an OpenGPG public key, data. And the only thing that makes sense right here, guys, is ASCII text, because that is human readable text. So if we type cat dot slash tuck file 07, we should get the password for the next level, right? So file 07, and now that we have the password, we can type exit and we can log into the next bandit user. So this will be bandit 5. So we can press enter and we can paste our password in, and now we can go to the level 5 page. Let's clear the screen and let's read the instructions. The password for the next level is stored in a file somewhere under the in here directory and has all of the following properties: human readable, 1033 bytes in size, and it's not an executable. So if we type ls, we see the in here directory. We can type cd in here to change into the in here directory. Let's clear the screen. We can type ls to list all the files. Now, guys, you can see there are many directories in here, and it gives us the properties that we should look for in order to find the file that contains the password for the next level. So we can actually use the find command, guys, to find that file with the following properties. So we can type the find command, then we can add a space, and we can add a flag to it called -type, which allows us to get the type of a file. So we can specify the type F to indicate that we're looking for a file and not an executable, or other types of files for that matter. And now we can specify -size to indicate the size in bytes that we are looking for. So we can type 1033. And now, guys, to indicate that the size in units that we're looking for bytes, we can put a C right beside the 1033C. And if we press enter on our keyboard, you can see we found the file that contains the password. So we can copy that. And now we can simply write cat and we can paste it in. And we can press enter. And you can see we get the password for the next level here. So we'll just copy that. And we can type exit. Let's clear the screen and we'll log into Bandit Level 6. So let's go to Level 6. And now it says the password for the next level is stored somewhere on the server and has all of the following properties: owned by the user Bandit 7, owned by the group Bandit 6, and it has 33 bytes in size. So let's log into Bandit 6 now, guys. So we'll just paste the password in for Bandit 6. And now that we're logged in, we can use the find command to do this, guys. So we could do something like find, and then we could say slash, and then we could specify the size in bytes. So we could do -size, and then we could say 33C to indicate that it is bytes, and then we could specify that the type of the file. So we could say -type F. And now we need to get so it says the file is owned by user Bandit 7 and owned by the group Bandit 6. So we can go back to our terminal, guys, And now we can use the -user flag with the find command to specify the owner, Bandit7. So we can type Bandit7, and then we can type -group Bandit6, and if we press enter, we should see it searching, and because we need to redirect the output, guys, so that we don't display these errors. That is why we have so much output. So what we could do 2 and then followed by the greater than sign /dev/null, and now we will get the password file, which is bandit7. So we can simply just copy that file, and we can type cat, and now if we press enter on our keyboard, you will see we'll get the password for level 7. So we can exit now, and now we can log into bandit7, and now we can simply just paste in the password and press enter on our keyboard to log in. So now let's go to the level 7 to 8 page, and now it says the password for the next level is stored in the file data.txt next to the word millionth. Alright, so we can simply just clear the screen, guys. Alright, so it says it's in data.txt. So if we do cat data.txt, guys, we will get a lot of stuff. So what we can do is simply just use the grep command to find the actual password. So we can type cat data.txt, and then we can type the vertical bar or pipe the output into grep followed by the word millionth, because it says next to the word millionth. So we can type millionth, and if we press enter, we should get the password now. So here is the password. We can copy that. We can exit now, and now let's log into level 8. So we can paste the password in. Alright, so let's go to level 8 now, guys. So it says the password for the next level is stored in the file data.txt and is the only line of text that occurs only once. So let's beat this level, guys, and then wrap up. So we can type ls to list the files in the current directory, and we can see we have data.txt. Now if we did cat data.txt, you will see that there's too much lines, right? But they said the password is stored in the data.txt file, and it is the only line of text that occurs only once. So one way we could actually get the password, guys, we could actually type sort data.txt, and when we sort this data, guys, we could pipe this command into the unique command, and then we could use the -c flag to indicate we want to show the counts for each line. So you can see it's giving us the count, or how many times it occurred. And you can see the password right there. It occurred only one time. So this is the password, guys. But let's say we didn't want to list all of the rest of the commands. One way we could do this is use the grep command to basically just grab the password line. So we could type grep, and maybe we could just write maybe 1 followed by a space, and you'll see that we get the password right there. So we can copy the password right here, And now we can type exit. And now let's log into level 9. So Bandit 9. And now we can paste the password in. And guys, that is it for today's video. We did Bandit level 0 through 8. We'll be continuing in the next episode. So I hope you guys learned something new. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.